What's up, YouTube? This is the game that I played in the live event, the Army-Navy Challenge. I played TheRealTay614, one of the best players in the world. And I fought really hard in this game. You can watch the video, and pick up some things of how he was running, what I was running, and get better at college football. If you guys are trying to get better at college football, I will be dropping an ebook on my UAB offense. And there's a couple other playbooks I have in mind of dropping. So if you want to play different off meta and give your opponents headaches, this is the channel for you. We are the number 3 college football player in the world. So, peace. I hope you enjoy watching the game that I played against TheRealTay614. And happy holidays. Stay blessed. Peace.
Matchups, TheRealTay614 versus Divine Dub.
My real name is Marte Edwards. My gamer tag is TheRealTay614, and I'm from Columbus, Ohio. I've been playing football games since last year. I learned how to switch stick and made my game to where it is today.
My name's Zach Woods. My gamer name is Divine Dub, and I'm from Columbus, Ohio. I qualified by running the table in the PlayStation tournament, and I'm ready to make my mark in college football. This matchup has 100 years of tradition. They got the cadets, the cannons, the jets. Everybody's having a good time, and it's just real smash mouth football.
The Army
Football.
The Army and Navy game means a lot to me since my dad was in the Navy. He has a lot of Navy stories that he used to tell me, and when I win, I get tickets to the game, and I would love to take my dad to that game.
Let's get this semi-final #1 underway here from the Full Sail University Orlando Health Fortress. Let's welcome our players to the main stage. Starting off first, he's a man who's no longer down bad. He is Divine Dub. Let's get this semi-final #1 underway here from the Full Sail University Orlando Health Fortress. Let's welcome our players to the main stage. Starting off first, he's a man who's no longer down bad. He is Divine Dub. His opponent, representing the midshipmen from the 614, it's Tay.
My name's Zach Woods. My gamer name is Divine Dub, and I'm from Columbus, Ohio. I qualified by running the table in the PlayStation tournament, and I'm ready to make my mark in college football. This matchup has 100 years of tradition. They got the cadets, the cannons, the jets. Everybody's having a good time, and it's just real smash mouth football.
And obviously when you watch MUT, the schemes are different because of how wide the hashes are. So I'm excited to see how these guys take advantage of the wider field.
Yeah, Josh Heupel's wide veer would not work in the NFL. You're not on those hash marks. By the way, big shout out to everybody watching with us over on Twitch. Let us know. We got some experts out here. Not just some virtual football experts. We got some actual football experts on the desk with Kurt and K-Mac. So pop those in the chat. We'll be popping your comments up all day long. It is 1st and 10. And we got a little RPO action. He's lucky that's not picked off and going the other way.
You see him come out of that nickel double mug, you've got to handle that threat first and hope that he drops out of it. So I feel like game plan wise, if you don't show that you can stop the nickel double mug, you're going to see it all game long.
K-Mac, you'll see on this game, again, we're in College Ultimate Team. You're going to see different players out there.
Counted abilities. He's able to put more abilities on the rest of his skill players. And he goes another RPO over the middle right there.
And it's actually broken up. Nice hit over the...
Gave him the first?
Just kidding. It's a first down. I guess that ball came out after he landed. They reviewed it.
A lot of Madden players and college football players now as well struggled with was getting used to a lefty. Some guys don't mind the difference though, and obviously Dub doesn't care.
To the opposite side for the RPO.
Flip over left side, Saquon Barkley, the Penn State Nittany Lion on the left, Michael Vick.
Got the RPO, Davis!
And there comes Davis! Look at him dance his way into the end zone! The Dub is on the board!
That was a good play. it's really tough with the quick formation flips because when you set your defense up, you're
running double mug, a lot of man coverage. Dub knows what counters that. RPOs being one of them, and Davis over top for the touchdown.
And it's great recognition by Dub. He's saw the user was on the other linebacker. Once that linebacker takes it as a quarterback, you gotta love seeing a wide open tight end on a seam.
It is the best feeling because you know it's just a layup. And when you have RPOs, it slows down the rush a little bit because you're making guys guess. They can't just trigger. So yeah, when you see a tight end running down the, I mean, just kind of set West Virginia up for the success that they've been having.
Jaden Daniels back to pass. He's got the Ohio State tight end.
Gone.
Max Clare, and he's off to the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman, and Tay is on the board. Score right now for the kids out there, 6-7.
At an offense, sometimes you have to gather information in the first drive to see how you need to adjust and play these guys. Completely different defense in the second drive, gets the interception, and he's flipping the tide of this game.
Now back to work goes Tay and the midshipman offense. Bunch to the left side. Daniels back to pass. One-on-one. Touchdown, Navy.
What a play. I love the trajectory on that pass. So many times you see inexperienced players loft out.
They got the timeout.
Interesting.
Didn't like the look, but I have a feeling the punt unit's not coming out. Hey, Kurt, as a quarterback, when the coach said
make a play, I was all for it.
Here we go. 4th and 3, Dub back to pass for the Black Knights.
He's got the corner wide open.
He's
He
in
goes
trouble, throws it, and he finds Houston. First down, Black Knights.
Man.
He made that read incredibly late, but sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Now back to work. He hurries back to the line. Vic steps up. First time we're going to see him utilize Michael Vick's legs.
Great pocket.
And fans of Madden throughout the years having nightmares of Michael Vick scrambling on them.
You know, you can definitely tell, though, Dub's not in his element right now. He's not running the offense he wants to run. He's behind the chains now. I think his best chance right now is to spread it out, give clear pictures, and take the easy 5 to 6 yard completions on the edges. Because right now, there is a lot of action in the middle of the field in the box.
Yeah, and I think again, talking to Dub pregame, he obviously had a game plan. He knew how he wanted to attack Tay's offense and defense. But especially when you're playing offense, your opponent with their switch stick, the new feature added last year, can be incredibly unpredictable. So you can have a plan, but you know, sometimes it just doesn't work out. You have to adapt, and we're starting to see Dub do that now.
End of one. Here in our first semifinal, it has been action all over the place. 14-7. Tay and the midshipmen up early, but Dub, the Black Knights on the drive. I got the opportunity last year, went to, it was Navy and Air Force out in Colorado Springs. These military academy games, it's just a different experience, man.
It's different. It is different. When I was a kid, I actually went to the Army-Navy game in Philadelphia, and it was just cold, frigid, people smacking each other, but the crowd was incredible. And seeing the split of where each side sits is just so cool.
Halfback direct. Now, we've seen him 3 times. That's the first time he's gotten positive yards on the halfback direct with Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, that's impressive defense right there. Direct snap is one of the most difficult runs to stop in college football, if not the most. So the fact that Tay has defense for it is honestly really impressive.
Shout out to Kerry Q. He's going to the deuce close. Pistol formation. They were in halfback stretch left side with Saquon. Look at the edge contain, though. There's some speed out there from Tay's defense, not letting that stretch run get outside. 3rd and 8.
Now, how do you have to set up your defense to be able to stop the edges, K-Mac?
I'm asking the same question.
Please tell us.
Please tell us, K-Mac.
Honestly, that's a great question. My philosophy for stopping the run, if somebody's really trying to run the football, is I like running match coverage. So typically cover 4 mats. I'll bring the safeties in the box. I feel like that reacts better to the run. Or I'll just get on one of the safeties myself and try to shoot through the gaps.
5-man rush picked up nicely. Looks for Saquon on the wheel route.
That is a gem of a nugget, by the way, because the cover 4 in traditional football is great for stopping the run. The safeties have run gap responsibility. They're coming down, and that's also sometimes how you see deep play action posts over the top, but that is real football that translates to the game.
By the way, the kicking game in college football is not easy. Maybe a slight pull, but it's up and good. The Black Knights put a field goal on the board. Now, Kurt, do you think, as an outside perspective who watches a lot of dialogue on Twitter.
Oh, yeah, baby. Here we go.
And I know you're a big Twitter fan.
Big fan.
Is cover 4 maybe the most misunderstood defense out there? Because I see a lot of people being like, it's deep coverage, it's this, it's that. When at the end of the day, it is great against the run, and it's not always necessarily just to defend these deep quarters. It's just how they're set up out there.
Yeah, I think when you look at cover 4, you have to start by peeling back strengths and weaknesses. On cover 4, you have safeties that have run responsibility, so you get the benefit of pre-snap illusion of too high, but those guys are coming down, which makes the outside guys really one-on-ones. You're playing one-on-one off man as a cover 4 quarters corner. So, yeah, there's a lot of out routes that you can hit. If you get a go, here we go. We got Max Claire. Can you make a Max Claire? He has been there goes Claire. First down. I love that.
Why you in my defense?
Let's go.
He's starting to feel himself a little bit here offensively.
Some confidence out there.
Everything is wide open, so I totally understand it.
And back to the quarters cornerbacks, it was my favorite to throw against when I was in college because they act like they have help, but they don't. They have the illusion of help, and if you eat up that cushion, it's a one-on-one go ball with really good leverage. Yeah. So that's really where you can start taking your shots down the field.
All Day Express has Kurt. Who are you rooting for today?
That's a dime. That's a dime.
To the
Touchdown King. That was a dime. 2 down the field dimes. He is opening it up.
Yeah, he looks good on offense right now. All the concepts are working. He's not really mixing it up too much either. He's just making the right reads, and sometimes that's all it takes.
That's all that it takes. How about these uniforms, guys? Just the classic,
Elite.
The classic
Elite.
uniforms.
They've also put out some of the best specialty uniforms in the last couple of years. They had the Navy had the Jolly Rogers last year that were awesome.
Well, they got the new ones too.
These new ones
They're teasing them up here on the stage, and they look sweet.
One-on-one. I mean, just if you don't get your hands on them, he's beating it down the field.
Bye-byes! Bye-byes! Come on!
I love
I'm
it.
here!
You think Tay wants to win this one?
Absolutely. He said he wanted to bring his dad to the game. Dad, former Navy, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yep.
Love seeing this. Let's see how he's going to react on defense. Now you can tell he's getting up in there. He's willing to let him take some more shots.
Dub's also going to different formations. Pistol now. Barkley behind Vic. I mean, who doesn't love a little bench?
He's got Y one-on-one if he wants to take it. He's going to throw it.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, you know, Dub's going to have to take advantage of the one-on-ones, and he's going to have to freeform to put the ball in the spots where it needs to go. He had an inside win there on a seam ball, in my opinion, down the left side. We'll see if he comes back to it.
So, Kurt, I know you lost to Navy in your last game at college, so that make you a little biased in this one?
In this one, I'm not going to lie, I love Tay. Tay came up to me before the show and said he was a big fan of my channel and had watched a lot of my games for scheme stuff, so biased to Tay. I also do have Navy family. My grandfather was in the Navy in World War II. My cousin is a chief in the Navy, so definitely heavy Navy there.
There he goes.
Touchdown. This game is going to be fire.
Dubfire's back. He's standing up. And I think the biggest thing for Dub is he can't get away from his game plan. Just because you're down, well, now he's made it a one-possession game, but before that, 2 possessions, you can't get away from what you wanted to do. Otherwise, this easily could have been a blowout. So that's a great response right there.
Yes, that was a big-time response. We'll see. Now we get Tay to get back to it. But yeah, I can't take that loss in the Military Bowl too to heart.
Yeah, right.
It was a cold game. I think we lost like 49-7. No lie, it was tough. It was 20-mile-per-hour winds, probably 15 degrees, and we were a spread-it-out throw team, and they were the triple option. So where
were you playing that bowl?
It was at their home stadium.
Oh no!
So it was like
it was also an away game.
It was just we were set up.
That's a hostile environment right there.
Yeah, that was like that is the quintessential definition of a blown coverage out there. There was nobody on Livingstone. And he'll walk into the end zone.
Oh, he looks
the eyes are wide.
Dude, the energy on these guys is incredible.
That's the Undertaker streak getting broken at WrestleMania face right there. 21-17 our scores. We near the 2-minute timeout.
Ooh, new defensive front. He's got the wide defensive lineman, the edges covered.
He's in 6-1 now, trying to change it up a little bit here.
Daniels back to pass, 4-man rush. In trouble. Daniels has his
Oh my God!
Call this man the Ringling Brothers, because that was a circus catch.
The pressure! We have beef. We have true beef on the sticks. Okay. Let's see it. Let's see how Tay responds. What's his defense going to look like?
And this is why I love college football. You don't see this energy in competitive Madden very often. Game 1 of a college football tournament, we're getting this type of trash
talk. We've got 0 chill tomorrow. Maybe they should be watching to see what the energy is like.
This is big stakes, too. These guys want to go to this game so bad. Get to bring a guest. There's a lot at stake here.
It's not just that, but the bragging rights, I think, are maybe at the number one. They want that trophy that's up there.
Absolutely.
We're going to get it looked like a false start penalty. Too many adjustments nearing that end of that play clock. How about the tip drill interception? And this game changes completely. Dub gets the stop that he needs, down by 4. 1st and 15 from the 22-yard line.
He's got to exit the seam. He's got to exit the seam.
Michael Vick in trouble, and he'll throw this.
Great throwaway. It's a great throwaway.
That's what Vick brings to the table. If you're going to bring him down in the backfield, it's going to take some work.
Absolutely, man. He's going to go back to that one. He had X up the seam. It's the same play he scored on versus a busted coverage last drive. We'll see if he gets back to it. I think that the safeties might need to back up just a little bit for Tay. We'll see.
Who doesn't love a little?
This is a crazy play call.
And he goes triple option. Vick just cut up field.
Oh, with the stiff arm.
That was an incredible play.
Kurt, you run a lot of triple option?
I'm not going to lie to you. I have a video going out tomorrow playing Army-Navy on my YouTube channel. And it was the triple option fest with me and my editor, best 2 out of 3. And I will not lie.
Great pitch.
Oh my God.
Tay thought he was going to get a coast in this game, and the divine Dub comes back firing.
When you're not used to playing the option, it gets a little uncomfortable on the edges. You've got to really be a good user, and that's a lot of space for
you might have to be one great user to stop that one.
That was great stick work. The little stop and go has been one of the best moves in college football, in Madden for years. He executes it perfectly there.
And again, we talk about abilities a lot. That shifty ability, especially when you get gold shifty on there, gives you so much more flexibility as a ball carrier.
Exactly.
This game has flipped. It was what, just 21-10 not long ago?
Guys, I would just like to point out that this is a military academy game. This is a military academy game, and we have 44 points scored in the first. Sorry, 45 points scored in the first half. And there goes Steve Slayton.
He can run the ball too. Dude, Steve Slayton was just so good back there.
All I know is Blake Horvath is watching this game going, wait, now hold on. Maybe we can put some points on the board.
This might not be what the real game is going to look like. It might be a little bit more defense in that game.
You think Navy's breaking out Steve Slayton tomorrow? Or this weekend at the Army-Navy game?
They might break out the gun bunch.
Steve, hey, yo.
Oh, no. What I will say here, he is doing this to try to maintain the clock. He does not want Dub to get another possession, but sometimes when you get a little bit too conservative on your backside,
over the middle, okay, third and catch, 3rd and 3. Dub also locking up defensively right now, not letting everything over the top.
Hey, shout out to Foolish, man.
Shout out my guy Foolish in the chat.
Let's go, Foolish.
Back to pass is Daniels.
Oh,
takes the shot.
A seed. Here I am spamming, throw the check down, and he is downtown.
He looked right at you and said, hold on, Kurt, I got one for you.
Hold that check down.
That's a great dot, and that's risky too. After just turning the ball over, after just giving up a touchdown and losing your 2-possession lead, to throw that pass, it takes a lot of courage, and that was a great play.
I like that. Now we get 1:29. Dub's got, what, 2 timeouts left? Look at this.
Robinson once again right up the seam, splits the safeties.
That is an incredible
cover 3 look.
It was. He rolled the safety to the right. You guys could see he freeforms it to the right sideline, away from where the safety is, coming from, and it was just perfectly placed.
Deep breath, ladies and gentlemen. This is only the first half of semifinal number 1, and we had 52 combined points here in Army-Navy.
We said 100 points when the game was getting started, potentially. We're on
that base easily.
I mean, this is the 126th meeting. Could we see 126 points? Handoff, picks up a yard.
Now, at what point in this spot, K-Mac, are you thinking if you're on defense, you're 3 timeouts, maybe try to steal a possession here?
Yeah, I mean, you'd like to. I think your primary objective is to get the ball back. So, if that means giving up 3, trying to force a turnover, whatever it is, you just can't give up You can't give up 7 with no time left. You want the ball back at some point, and Dub's objective right now is to score with no time left.
And that felt like a mistake there from Dub run stick wise. He had Saquon Barkley with the ball. Instead of utilizing that shifty, he tried to hit the spin move. He doesn't have spin cycle on him, so you end up with that little slow pivot spin move.
Right.
Like we're dancing the foxtrot out here.
And right now I feel like Dub's offense has been everything tackled behind the line of scrimmage or a huge play for a touchdown. So when you're trying to clock, you obviously want something in between both of those. And right now, Tay is doing a great job of not giving it to him.
That was looked like a stemmed up Texas route.
That was nice.
Can you imagine Saquon Barkley running there in college, Texas routes? You're stemming them up, and you're telling a linebacker, stop him. Good luck. Although the Chargers last night said, we got this, we'll stop him. Sorry.
That is true.
Yeah. Sorry, Eagles fans out there.
That was a tough game to watch.
Just from a viewership perspective, it was a tough game to watch, yes. 28-24, under a minute to play. Halfback to Saquon. He's got the numbers left side. He'll get 7.
I really like that by Tay. He used her to get him in position and got off of it. Let the computer make the tackle. I think with Saquon, sometimes that's the best thing you can do.
Yeah, going back to what I was saying earlier, defensively, you want the ball back. So I'm playing super aggressive. Honestly, giving up a touchdown in this scenario at this exact moment is not the worst thing ever. And I know that sounds crazy, but when we're on pace for 100 total points, you want the ball last before the end of half and before the end of the game.
Goes to that option once again. Actually gets stopped up by his fullback.
There it is.
Guys, make sure you have your EA account linked to your Twitch account. You're getting those cut drops. Got that Alec Texa, one of the best fullbacks in college football. Earn him just by watching. Who doesn't love free stuff just for tuning in and hanging out and watching them score? What's that, 52 points already?
I would love to have those fullback cards on my team.
I know you would.
Yep.
You want to run that triple option with that lead fullback. 3rd and 3.
Ooh.
RPO. High ball.
That was risky. Risky, but I like it. I'm not going to lie to you. I think if I'm on defense, I might be going cover 2 with a drop and making him earn it all the way down the field because Dub hasn't shown the capacity yet to be truly patient. And he's forced a few errant throws. That's what I would be thinking here. Negative play.
You guys can see Barkley's shifty is upgraded as well.
One of the coolest things I think they added this year was that ability through performance to get upgraded because there's nothing better than seeing like a Heisman shifty out there on a play.
Exactly.
That's you're just like, all right, I can do anything now.
And that's
like old school human joystick.
I love the way they do abilities in this game. I would definitely like to see that incorporated into Madden one day as well.